So we've all heard of a downward spiral when somebody is not doing well in their life. For example, they start doing drugs or they get addicted to something and their life starts going downhill progressively over time and their life becomes a mess. On the opposite side of that spectrum, there are people who keep continuously moving forward in life and their life keeps getting better and better and better. Their good habits stack on top of each other, and their life just keeps improving, and it's called an upward spiral. But there's some things we should know about the upward spiral. The first thing is that it's not always gonna be easy. Life always comes at everyone with unpredictable challenges. You don't know what sort of events will occur in your life, and you're gonna have to react somehow to these events. So it's best if you have your mind and your mental state ready and prepared to deal with a variety of situations. But I'm not saying to worry and ruminate about the future either. And that's one of the nuances of it. But the other thing I really want to focus on is when you're in that upward spiral, there are still times where you're going to feel like you're stuck, like you're not making progress. But the fact of the matter is that those times when you feel stuck and when you feel like you're at the same place where you started and you're not making progress, if you objectively compare that to where you were 1 year ago, if you've been on an upward spiral, you're going to be in a better spot compared to where you were 1 year ago. As humans, we tend to focus a lot of our attention, the majority of our attention, on the things that we don't have, the things that are going wrong in our life, what could go wrong, the negative parts of things. Because we focus so much on the things that we don't have, that's a big driving force for us humans. That's a big part of the reason why we've come so far, because we're always striving and pushing for more. But in reality, now we can see that it's not always the best thing to do to always be focused on the negative things. Because if you focus and put too much emphasis on negative things in your life, then a lot of the time you could be in a flight or fight state. I said that the reverse order. Fight or flight state is what it's supposed to be. So when you're in that type of state, you're not going to be reacting to things in the same way as you should be, because you won't be necessarily reacting to things in the best way possible that you're capable of doing. Because when your mind is in a fight or flight state, there tends to be a lot of anxiety and other emotions which cloud your thinking and judgment. I don't need to go into the science to discuss the proof of that sort of thing because we've all experienced it. You know, when you felt anxious and whatnot, you were not thinking as clearly. When you're fearful, you're not thinking as clearly as the times when you are level headed. It is like night and day. So we must work on improving the clarity of our thinking. So we have to train ourselves. We don't have to do anything. But I think it would be better for me and for everybody watching, for you, if we take time to improve ourselves so that we have more clarity in our thinking and so that we are better able to stay more calm and level headed so we can make the best decisions in our lives to keep moving forward. Now, I went on a little bit of a tangent there. The point that I'm making is that a lot of the time, we're not grateful for the progress that we have made. Because if I look at my current life situation, a few years ago, I would be absolutely enthralled to be in the life situation that I currently have. But I am often, unfortunately, ungrateful for my current status quo. And the truth is, that is something I need to work on. Well, I want to start having some sort of practice of gratitude on a regular basis because that's something that will help me be more grateful for where I'm at, and it will help me focus more on the things that I could have, but without being in a fearful state, without focusing so much on the negatives and the what ifs and the bad things that could possibly happen. Anyways, basically the main point of this video is that we're on an upward spiral, and even though our life is progressively getting better, we're still going to have fluctuations in success. Our success is going to be higher at some points in time, it's going to be lower at other points in time. But with the spiral analogy, over time, these fluctuations will still result in a higher baseline. Our lows will be at a higher baseline than what our previous highs were. And that's the whole concept of the upward spiral. You're going to have negative momentum sometimes, but the point is, don't let that keep continuing. Work hard, make some positive momentum for yourself, take care of yourself. You can do it, you can reach your goals. I believe in you. With that being said, leave a like on the video, subscribe down below. I'm out. Peace.